Joining us now to discuss this is New Jersey Congressman and Homeland Security member Jeff Van Drew. Congressman, it's great to have you with us. I want to just break down this bill really quickly and what's in it. As we've pointed out, $6.5 billion in a national gas tax, $12 billion in crude oil tax, $1.2 billion in a coal tax, and of course that 15% corporate minimum tax on companies making $1 billion or more. We're certainly on the verge of, I guess, not just when it comes to inflation, but an administration right now that's raising taxes during all of this. What does this all mean?
Well, what it really means is that people are going to pay more, get less. We're going to hurt our economy. Remember one thing about this majority party and this president, whatever they call a bill or whatever title they give it, it's just the opposite. You know, like it was when we're going to put more formula on the shelves was the name of the bill. Actually, it put no formula on the shelves, but just hired a bunch of people. And in this case, this is not an Inflation Reduction Act. This is an Inflation, Taxation, Recession, Creation Act. And in all seriousness, that's what we're doing. Let's just think about one part of it. And yes, all the taxes you named are right. That's going to hurt middle class working people. It's going to hurt business. We're going to hurt manufacturing. We're going to force more companies to go overseas into other areas just at a time when we're trying to increase our supply chain and do better in America. But how about the IRS? That's what really kills me. So we're going to have 87,000 new IRS agents. And just to put that in perspective, there's no NFL stadium that has the seating room to seat that many people. So hypothetically, if you wanted to sit down with all the new employees they're going to hire in the IRS, there's just about nowhere you could do it because even our stadiums couldn't take it. They're going to go after middle class people. There aren't enough billionaires out there for them to say, oh, we're only going after billionaires. It's going to be you and me. It's going to be working people who are breaking their backs. So this is the deal. You work harder, you break your back even more, you pay your taxes, and then the IRS goes after you even harder. That's not the America I know.
I want to talk about that provision for a minute because this is something that Republican Senator Mike Crapo had tried to add in the amendment process that senators rejected, which is basically adding language that that funding would not be used on any American making under $400,000 a year. Democrats said that it wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that, but they refused to add the language. What's your reaction?
Well, you know, the proof is in the pudding. I mean, you wouldn't be afraid to add the language if you were sure that that was absolutely true. We know it's not true. They're just saying it. It's another election gimmick. This whole thing is part election gimmicks, part revenue raisers, part woke climate policies. It's everything that's wrong. $750 billion we're spending more. What do you think when you spend that kind of money it's going to do? And look what the CBO said. We don't even have a CBO scoring on this yet. But you know what we do know? It's not going to lower inflation, guaranteed. It's going to increase it. What we do know, it's going to cost every American more money. We do know that this is the wrong thing to do at the wrong time and the wrong place for America. We want to try to get out of what is now a recession, and we find ourselves actually stuck even in a worse situation with these people and the bills that they pass.
You know, we're 3 months away from the midterm elections. Would there be anything that House Republicans can do? We'll see if we get Congressman Jeff Van Drew's picture back there. Maybe we still have his sound. Congressman, are you still with us?
I am still with you. There we go.
Okay, perfect. We've got your sound, so we're good. Okay, you're back. Welcome to the wonderful world of internet.
Technology, right?
Technology, exactly.
When you least expect it.
Absolutely. I guess my question would be, if Republicans do take back Congress in November, would there be anything that they can, that the party can do, rather, to, I guess, impact some of the provisions like the IRS funding that you mentioned in the bill?
Well, anything that can be done can be undone. Frankly, I think there are going to be many of us proud to push legislation that removes that and removes many other things that they've done. We're going to be pushing legislation, everything to do with enforcing the law and the law of immigration and stopping what's going on over there, to dealing with this IRS situation, which is just so unfair to our middle class working people. Issue after issue that's out there, we're going to have to try to undo, bring it to the president. And I know he's going to reject it, but we're going to squeeze him like a lemon as hard as we can to get some good product out of this, because we can't do this to our America.
For all the good that Democrats say is in this bill, I mean, you heard the Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer talking about how this was historic in the sense of the climate initiatives that it puts forward. And of course, you know, Americans like to hear things like lowering prescription drug costs or capping out-of-pocket expenses when it comes to drugs. But what are your constituents saying when you look at sort of the more concerning parts of this bill when it comes to the IRS, or, again, what the Joint Committee on Taxation estimates will raise taxes on low and middle income Americans?
They're concerned. They don't like it. They pay enough taxes. I agree. My people are right. Our Americans are right. Middle class, hardworking people are paying more and getting less, and they keep paying. You know, we give all kinds of benefits, unbelievable benefits to illegals. You know, we're flying them free around the country. We give them ground transportation. We give them homes and apartments to live in. We give them medications, food, everything. Meanwhile, our middle class folks, our working people, are paying for it all. And that's just one example. They don't like it. They're tired of it. And real quick on the pharmaceutical stuff, a lot of it is fake, because they'll have a cap. But what also can happen is the whole cost of the premium can go up. Half of these bills that have been done have almost been pharma bills. And they're just something, again, that's just trying to trick the American people, because we have an election in 90 days and Liz Cheney has her election in a few days. Well, guess what? She's going to lose and they're going to lose.
Congressman Jeff Van Drew, we appreciate you being with us. Thanks for spending a portion of your Saturday.
Always my pleasure. Take care.
Thank you.